Every year as football season rolls around, you hear a lot from folks on Twitter, maybe fantasy football, or even coaches about yards after catch, YAC. And it's a big deal because you want to have receivers that are special after they get the ball in their hands and they can convert and transition is the way you want to put it from a receiver to a running back and to a ball carrier. And so there's more to it than just talent, though. Some of the things that can be taught are, first of all, just understanding the route that you're running against the coverage that you're running. And you don't have to break it down into, is it, you obviously want them to know middle field open and close, but is it quarters? Is it too deep? Is it a combination? A lot of different ways you can make it complicated, but it's very important for a young receiver to at least understand if they're running against man or zone. And there are some indicators that you can have for this. And this right here is a play action. It's coming off a split zone with the Y off. And if you want to coach, you've got to have something that you give your receivers as an indicator. Now, the further out on the perimeter you are, the better off you're going to be to see that. But this F right here is going to have trouble at times seeing whether it's man or zone. But the indicator would be whoever's covering that Y. And he understands that that Y is going to go back across the formation. If a defender runs with it, real sure sign of man coverage. If the defender just throttles right in there, you've got zone. And there's other keys that you can give them. But the really important part is that your slot receiver understand as they come out of this break, and let's just look at this play, you're faking right at this strong side backer right here. And let's say they do play zone and they step up. Good chance that ball can get thrown right in this little hole right here between 10 and 12 yards with your F coming across. It's at that point that it's really important as a coach that you emphasize that you're going to split two. In other words, if it's zone and you've got one zone defender here and you got one over here, this receiver needs to split them and get north-south. If you've got man coverage, then hopefully what you've got is a situation where this F has put the defender in a chase mode and caught that ball. Then obviously what you want to do now is run away from one. At some point you're going to put your left foot in the ground and get going north-south right here. But the recognition of man or zone before the ball snapped, as the route is being run, and then definitely what you do with the football after you catch it is extremely important, and it will add to your yards after catch regardless of what level you're coaching.